So yeah, exactly, they are. So good Wednesday morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. We have a very special HR once a month. We're always doing our HR our show here with Mark Twomey from Tara HR Consulting. Mark, welcome to the show again.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming back. I guess we have our March moves today.
Yeah, sure do.
Excellent. So why don't we just jump right into that? Tell us how it's going, and give us. I think before we go through them, a little bit of rundown of how you see the market, and like I said before when we started this, is so many people were calling me or emailing me more, just saying, hey, is there any jobs out there? Is there any jobs out there? And then the next 10 emails would be people hiring and promoting. So let us know how you see.
Yeah, look, we're obviously talking about the moves that have been announced for the month of March. But what you don't see is the number of new employment contracts that have been signed, and those guys won't start for maybe 3 to 6 months because of notice periods and gardening leaves and stuff like that. But for the month of March, for new employment contracts signed, it was a huge month. Very, very busy month for new people starting jobs. Very, very busy month for new contracts signed. So the market is very buoyant at the moment, and a lot of really interesting stuff going on. Let's just jump straight into this because there's a lot of stuff to cover today, and we're obviously.
I always know when they've changed jobs and they're on garden leave because they don't call me back. It just goes quiet for a couple of months.
The first one is Karol Pliniewicz. We all know Karol. He's been around for a long time. Almost 9 years with Cromwell. So good stint he's done there. I guess achieved everything that he wanted to achieve. And now has moved to Future Real Group as Chief Investment Officer. And this is quite interesting because obviously they're involved in retail, office, hotels, logistics, mixed use, also land development. But they have, not just in CEE, they're a Hungarian company, but they have also moved into the UK as well. So they're doing resi development in the UK. So that's also quite interesting. So really, really good move for Karol. Wish him all the best.
Yeah, taking Karol on almost implies they're going to do more in Poland too, right? Yeah. I would imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Moving on, Ricky Abu, 25 years with Cushman. He must be the longest serving Cushman employee globally.
And leaving.
Yeah. So, no, it's an incredibly long time to be with one company. But he's moved on to Immobel as Chief Commercial Officer. They have at least two projects that I know of in Poland at the moment. Central Point in Warsaw. Which got off to a bumpy start because they had all planning issues with getting access and stuff like that, but now they're underway. And then the Granary Island in Gdansk, which is a mixed-use development, looks really, really nice actually. They have a good track record with Sedit, which is the former Smith building. So they do interesting stuff. Nice move for Ricky. Time for something different after 25 years.
It seems like also that the developers have scooped up a lot of the agents, a lot of these senior guys over the last year.
Moving on, Martin Klammer, he has been not officially announced, I don't believe yet, but at least he's announced that the new CEO of HB Reavis in Poland. A lot of changes in HB Reavis going on, but the hope is, I guess, that Martin will bring some new stability and drive them forward. Still projects going on, obviously the massive project in the centre of Warsaw, and they have another project over by Arcadia as well.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to use him as his project management skills a bit as well to finish all this stuff. Yeah.
So good luck to him.
Yeah, well done.
Moving quickly on, Graham Rees, who I've known for a long time, lovely guy. Graham has joined Trammell Crow Company. I didn't know a lot about these guys until recently, but they're
massive American company.
Absolutely massive. As of December 31st, 2020, they had $14.9 billion worth of projects in the process, and $6.1 billion in the pipeline, and employ almost 600 people in the United States and Europe. So huge company.
Well, they took on Ian Boyce to run the whole thing, so I imagine they're going to look at Central Europe as well.
Yeah,
as a place
Graham is a development guy. Spent 5 years with Prologis in development. So good luck to Graham.
Right.
Maciej Szyniński, who we all know from Griffin,
right.
One of the main guys in Griffin. He was there for 6-7 years, and has joined Fortress, which owns high-end logistics assets, retail centres, and is the largest shareholder in Nepi Rockcastle.
Okay.
So they're looking to develop in Poland with their Fortress RET, and they've, as soon as Maciej started, they came straight in with 2 acquisitions.
Right.
Bought 2 Vimea logistics parks in Bydgoszcz and Stargard. So another logistics player into the market. Moving on, Ben Moulding, who, speaking of logistics, Garb, who we already knew were in this market, or moving into this market from the logistics side, but Garb Institutional Capital, which is more an investment manager developer in offices, retail and residential, and they have over 500 million euro of assets under management in Germany and Netherlands.
Right, yeah.
So they're looking to do stuff in CEE.
Yeah, they were always in Germany and more focused on that and looking at CEE.
Yeah.
But now with Ben, of course, it's CEE focused.
Yeah, and as we know, Ben was 4 years with Savills in Czech Republic as head of Savills. So a nice move for him as well.
He knows the projects. He knows the assets.
Yeah, exactly. The next one, Ben is obviously in Prague, so staying with Prague. Stuart Thompson, who has joined Heinz as the director. Really nice move. Again, you just mentioned agency guys making moves.
Right.
Ben's just made the move. Stuart was an agency guy, 5.5 years as head of capital markets from BNP Paribas in Prague. Now made the move over to development investment.
Right.
He was capital markets, so I'm sure he's going to be involved in acquisitions. And just finally, Jacek Koprowski, who's joined I don't know much about these guys. They're a Polish investment fund established in 2007. But he's joined as head of real estate, and I guess they're looking to do more real estate investments. So some of these TFIs, you don't really hear about what they're doing because they don't really talk about it.
They just buy it and that's it. And then they're on to the next thing. So they're not really, a lot of them, they're just not really putting, a little bit, I mean, they're not, but they're a little bit more like, seem like family offices. They're not really trying to promote themselves. They just find projects they want to invest in and they do it.
It's like PZU or any of these guys. They're not a marketing machine, but they have a huge portfolio.
Yeah, and PZU, the last thing they want to do is tell people what they're buying. They just want to buy it and make the money.
Exactly.
Great.
So that's it. So again, very, very busy month. And I don't think we're seeing any sign of slowdown.
Right, excellent. Okay, well, Mark, thank you very much again. We'll probably see you at the end of next month, I hope. And stay safe and well, everybody. And thank you for joining the Coffee with Craig show, special HR edition.